I don't think fully. We all obviously received little videos and messages and talked to families, but I can remember previous tournaments when I've come back and there's been a big impact. So it's great to be back and to start to meet people and reflect and get their feelings, and it's a privilege to have been able to bring that enjoyment to everybody's lives. Football has the power to do that, and we've talked to the players about that in the past, and having had some difficult experiences with England, they now can see the positive effect that they can have as well. I think the maturity in which the team have played, we know that we went as the least experienced team in the competition, and we were constantly looking to improve and evolve, and you've always got to do that as a team. And we came through so many barriers that have been their historic hurdles to overcome. No knockout win for 10 years, no penalty shootout win in a World Cup ever. Last semi-final 28 years ago. So it will have given belief to the players, and the experiences of the wins and the defeats that we've had will make us a better team. I guess it was always difficult to map out exactly how quick the team could progress. I think in terms of where we've taken this team over the last 8 months and the style in which they're playing, we've progressed a lot more quickly than we thought might be possible. I don't think we thought we would necessarily go to a World Cup and play in the manner that we did and the control that we did. But of course, we're greedy. We want more. We want to be in those latter stages of tournaments all of the time. And of course, when you're 20 minutes away from a World Cup final, that's something that you can't help think back as to what a brilliant opportunity. Equally, the game against Belgium was a reminder to us that although the second half was probably one of our best performances in the tournament, they had some outstanding players that made a difference on the day, and that's the level that we've got to get to. Yeah, I think we've got good competition for places, the basis of a really good team, and we've got some young players coming through over the next couple of years that we think can start to push, and it's got to become more difficult to get into the senior squad. We promoted a few of the lads very early in their sort of club playing careers, really, so that we hope that the competition with our younger teams, having become world champions at 20s and 17s, moving forward is a positive for the England team. Well, I think that because of my background with the under-21s, we've always believed in the young players and seen how they measured up against other players around Europe and around the world, and there's no doubt that our coaching system now, from grassroots level right the way through our academies, is producing a better technical player, and we now have players who I think can stand on their own 2 feet in the Premier League against other players from around Europe and the world, and they've proved that on a world stage at different age groups. But of course, managers need time. I was given an opportunity here to blood younger players in this tournament. They've proved that they could perform at a really good level. Managers at clubs need that time as well. And also, you've got to be brave enough to take those decisions. If you think that it's the right thing for the long term, then no matter whether it means you go or stay, my view is always you've got to make decisions that are better for the long term. I think that's a positive, because we hope that all other clubs view international football as part of the learning experience for their players, and there's no doubt that some players we took who only had a handful of caps before the tournament, I'm thinking particularly Pickford, Maguire, Trippier as examples, they come back better players, better, more rounded individuals, full of confidence for their clubs. And so the development in the main happens at clubs, but if it works both ways, then I think that then means the clubs view it as a positive experience for their players as well.